You know, this isn't a one-night thing for us. I think this is love. Knives and hot French fries and friends around the country, from Merritt, BC to good old Thunder Bay. And a photograph and a hat that says let's party. I hope that thing is never. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino person that you've always been to me, and may all your favorite just waking up and I'm still kind of bleary, so don't quote me. With one eye open, I'm writing this song. Ain't it funny how some people come into your head so easy? Haven't seen you in there for so long. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope you're blessed forever. BC, we thank you very much for a wonderful night. And y'all better just keep your antenna up. You never know whose campsite we're going to come to see. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, seriously? Come on, one more time for the Road Hammers. Did anybody expect that night 2 was going to be the party to end all parties out of 4 nights? We are not stopping anytime soon by any means, by the way. How many people were here last night? Do you remember a couple guys that may or may not kind of partied called the Chris Buck Band? I'm going to be spinning out of that cool little boombox thing over there. We're going till 2 a.m. Who's with me? Who's with me? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get your party on. Giddy up, baby. It's a Chris Buck Band.
Hello for Pro V TV. I'm here with Richard from Global, and we're looking at the Shogun Studio. So, could you run me through it?
Yep, so the Shogun Studio is really an evolution from the Shogun from Atomus, really aimed at studio and OB use primarily. So it's a rack mount form factor, so it's a 3D. So you can use that as 2 discrete channels, so I can record 4K HD into HR, as I would with a Shogun. I've got all the Atomus product like pulse color, blue only, frame guides, zoom, pan, etc. My waveform monitor with my Luma, my RGB, vector scopes, all that color recording, all those numerous features that Atomus have, all still here. But what I can do is record 2 channels. So if I'm in a studio environment or OB truck, I can take it as an ISO recorder essentially. So if I had 8 cameras in a facility, I can rack mount up 4 of these, take all the feeds from the cameras, everything's all nicely in sync, rack mounted. Redundant power, so we have 2 power supplies, so it will run off one if one fails. But it also then takes it another step further to give you some functionality that you don't have in our normal products, and that comes from the ability of it being dual channel. We can essentially, via the main unit, set some settings. So we can have continuous record enabled on here. When the main unit is triggered, this is recording, I then have my secondary unit goes into a preview state. So when this drive is full, it'll seamlessly switch to the second drive. This will go red, that'll go green. I can take the drive out, put it in, and it will just keep looping and ping-ponging between the 2 as long as you keep changing the drives. So particularly on 4K productions, where recording ProRes HQ or the highest quality DNX HR, a 500 gig drive will be filled in an hour and a half. So if you're recording a long broadcast or live event or production, you can, with this, record 4K for that long period of time without any interruptions or delays. The other thing that we can also do in here is dual recording. So if I want to, for safety purposes, have 2 versions of the same thing. So again, when this main unit is triggered, both units have dropped into record, so whether that's triggered from the time code or camera trigger or whatever, that will all set those 2 in sync. The other option that the 2 channels gives me is to do versioning. So if I want to record, say, ProRes on one and DNX on the other, because I don't know what my client's going to want, I can do that. Or, for example, I could record 4K camera feed, loop it through to the second unit so it's the same signal, and I could record ProRes 4K on one and say ProRes 1080 via the internal down convert function we have, so that I've got a ProRes LT HD proxy of my high quality 4K footage recorded on my primary deck. So we've got that versioning, continuous record, dual record, or just 2 independent channels. So lots of functionality. And because of the environments it will go into, like studios, OB trucks, on the back we also have RS422 control per channel, and we also have Ethernet amp control functionality built in as well. So that kind of remote operation of the unit is all included in there. And we also have dedicated LTC and synchronization for recording, and also Genlock for synchronized playout, again on both channels, and that's an in and an out.
There's a lot of features, really, isn't there?
There's a lot of features for not a lot of money. So Atomus retail this at $2,500. It's $2,499 ex VAT.
So what do you get for that?
So basically, you get the 3U Shogun Studio rack mount. You get this bit here. You get 2 power cords, obviously, to plug it in. And we give you a 5-pack of the caddies as well. So you've got empty clamshells to put your media into. We give you a couple of basic cables as well to loop through if you want to manually patch on the back. So people can basically patch in directly into the units on the channels. You could wire it into a patch bay if it's in a facility, etc. So yeah, there's lots of flexibility with it. And yeah, it can be desktop. The rack ears are detachable and it's got some rubber feet, so if you want to have it on a counter, lift it up at an angle, we give you some feet with it, or you can attach the rack ears and, as you see here, rack mount it.
Seems really flexible option. Okay,
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Perfect, thank you.
They're Canada's next hot rock band. Franklin Steelers, with new music just released. Frank Franklin Steelers. Download it now at cdbaby.com or iTunes. Or get more info and download music at franklinsteelers.com.
So are they. Here it is. Ramble On, a tribute to Led Zeppelin at Hairfest 6. I tried. Drive our ships to new land, sing and cry, come me, yeah. Are we sweet? We're pushing on. I wanna go, we'll be the ones that share. Tales of gold, how we call tied to war, you're yours over. Are we sweet? We're pushing on. How long we go, we'll be the ones that share. Now you're by the sun, rebuild all you went. Please don't touch it with the day.
nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. Got a monkey on my back. Crazy life. Oh, it's nobody's fault but mine. Gonna make you groove. Hard time when you shake that thing. Gonna make you burn. Gonna make you stay. Hey, baby, when you walk that way, watch honey drip. I can't keep away. can't stand still. Got a flaming heart, I can't get my fill. Lights are shine, burning red. Dreams of you all through my people mean by down and out. Took my money, I took my car, gonna tell a friend she's gonna be a star. I don't know, but I've been told. That's right. Gonna come our way. Little woman gonna hold my hand. Tell me no lies, maybe a happy man. Mr. Steve Adams. Oh my God, Hairfest. So good to be here. So good to be here. How are you? Is everyone well? I just have to say, Unchained was amazing. Give it up for Unchained, please. Give it up. You all are amazing. It's so good to be here. This is from the Physical Graffiti record. And from Fast Times to Raise My High, but not from the soundtrack. Important to see. quite clear. Baby, I've been flying. Mama, there ain't no denying. I've been flying. There ain't no denying, no denying, no, no, no. Turns around, and it's a sun. Burns the ground. In my eyes, filled with sand. This crazy land. Run, run, baby! Oh, run, run! We're on tucked inside a dream. You're the path that led me to that place. Yellow desert stream. My tranquil beneath the summer moon will return again. Sunrise and clouds that notes high in June. Move me through Kashmir. Inside a dream, you're the mountains, but an open page. You're the desert scream. Whoa,
you so much. Clearly we have some Zeppelin fans in the audience tonight. Lorenzo, what are you doing? Oh my God. I think I know what he's looking for. Lorenzo, is this what you were looking for? It's been waiting for you right here all along. Look, we made his day. We made his day. Don't ever let anyone say you have to be young to enjoy a really stupid app on your phone, all right? Okay, now that gag's over. How about some more Led Zeppelin, eh? Are you having a good time tonight, everyone? Are you having a good time tonight, everyone? I promise after we're done, you can go to bed. No, it's bullshit. Are you ready, gentlemen? This song's about the good times that we've had all day. More cowbell! In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man. Now I've reached the age where I try to do all those things the best I can. No matter how I tried, I'd find my way to the same old track. Good times, bad times, you know all about my shit. No one ever told me about it now when I don't care. 16, I fell in love with the girl that I used to be. Only took her a couple of days till she was rid of me. Swore that she would be all mine and love me till the end. When I whispered in her ear, I lost another friend. Well, good times, bad times, you know all about myself. My mama never told me about it now and I still don't seem to care. Don't you throw that funk in my face now, man. Good times, bad times, you know I've had myself. When my mama found out now, well, still don't seem to care. Now I know what it means to be alone. Now should you wish I wasn't home. I don't care what the neighbors say. I love you better each and every day, yeah. You can feel the beat within my heart. Reach out to me, baby, we ain't never gonna fall. Thank you, everyone. You ready for some rock and roll? Come on, baby! That's right. I've been so long. I've been so long. Oh, I've been. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. So we're going to take it down just a notch. Is everyone having a good evening? Has everyone had a good day? I've been trying to catch one of these motherfuckers all day, and now I got one. Here you go. It's a song off the Houses of the Holy record. No portrait. Close the door, put out the light. No, they won't be home tonight. No, no, no. Snow falls hard, and don't you know? The winds are cold. And see is bright and true. Every news you must get through. Oh, we just can't run away. We won't go. side by side with death. The wind drives back the foot that's slow. Winds of doom around. You carry news that must get through. Build a dream from me and you. Oh yeah. Issues of pathway on the road. You ready? Woo! Oh! In England, they call this football, you know. Well, before I forget to say anything about it, I gotta personally thank Jason Feldman from the stage. What an amazing event you put together, my friend. And thank all of you who, of course, if you did all this shit, none of it would matter. Did we mention we're called Ramalon? Also is called Ramalon. Feel free to sing along. Leaves are falling all around. Time I was on my way. Thanks to you, I'm much obliged. Such a pleasant stay. Oh, autumn lights my way. Sorry. Now I smell the rain. With it, babe, it's setting my way. Sometimes I grow so tired, but I know there's only one thing I gotta do. Now, sing my song. Run the world, find my girl, on my way. I'm in this way till you see the day. I'm not rolling on. Gotta find the queen of all my dreams. Got no time for spreading roots. Dropped out to be drank 1,000 times. Time to ramble home. Oh, wish to go. Na 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 na. Mine's a tale that can't be told. My freedom I oh dear. Oh, when magic filled the air. Like I know, 'cause in the darkest depths of water, I met a girl so fair. We're going in the year for I got up and stepped away with her. Oh, but ain't nothing I can do now. I'm going round the world, I gotta find my girl. On my way, in this way, do, my baby. My. Well, I want to say what an honor it is to be able to close this amazing weekend. Some of you guys have been here since Wednesday. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you to all the bands that have played Fest this weekend. It's been amazing. Everyone sounded amazing this weekend. A little stairway for y'all. There's a lady whose show all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, she came for. She's buying you know songs in a tree by the brook. There's a songbird all about the fun. to heaven. Thank you, Airfest. We got one more for you. I couldn't help but notice a couple of times I saw someone wearing a very, very cool Ramelon t-shirt. It might not be too long to get one over there at the Tribute Town. We might have one or two left. Yes, yes, that's the OG right there. The new ones are kind of Jersey style. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about merchandise. Except thank you again so much to the merch mavens over at Tribute Town. Thank you, Todd Brown, for writing that very cool book about the tribute scene here in Portland. Very cool. Pick up a copy of that if you haven't had a chance to yet. We're going to leave you some love. You know this one? You need a coolie, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to school, way down inside. Honey, you need, gonna give me my love, gonna give me my love. Hold on, love. Hold on, love. Now one night, this is Bob, when I tell you a little story, all right? Now one night I was laying down. Yeah, my mama and my papa talking. I said, I hear my mama, papa talking now. Oh, but I heard him say low, so low, so low, so many rows. Well, I've seen that baby reach the age of 44. I don't believe that boy's a baby anymore. said you gotta let that boy boogie. He's got the boogie. He's got the keep on boogie. No,
...2017, and we're going to show you all kinds of cool new products. We're going to talk about some of the new products. So what do you got to show me, Tony?
Well, Sumo is the number one game, but we'd start with Inferno. Inferno's had a massive price drop. For those that don't know Inferno, well, the whole Atomus family, we built the category of monitor recorders. So we won, and the Inferno is our creme de la creme. We're top of the pack. It does 4K 60p ProRes recording, DNX, RAW, so it unlocks the capabilities of your cameras like our FS5, FS7, FS700, Varicam, C300 Mark II from Canon and C500. So you're getting the maximum recording capability of these cinema cameras onto affordable media, which is really impressive. We've just done some firmware updates to bring the RAW recording to a finish on that, and at the same time drop the price to $12.95 to really open that up and get as many people into HDR as possible. So what we thought we'd do for NAB this year is take all of the goodies that are inside the Shogun Inferno and apply it to a production monitor for but now they're going to be monitor recorders. So we've taken all that internal, so it's still 4K 60 recording, all your RAW, high frame rate HD up to 240 on a HDR fully calibrated monitor that you can use on set, you can use it in the studio equally. And what the other exciting thing we've done is introduce live switching. So we can see here we've got our quad link SDIs down there. That's used to take in high frame rate signals from your F5s, F55s. But what we thought we'd do is let you feed in 4 individual 1080 60 feeds and let you do live switching and switching. Amazing, huh? So we're going to let you do some basic queuing as well. We haven't finalised all that, but by the time we ship it in Q3 of this year, we'll have all that detail nailed out and out the door. So it's going to be pretty exciting. What we think we're going to happen is just, now that it can record, what can I do? You think about clients and directors, they're not just going to be able to see it HDR now on an amazing screen. They're going to have playback control because the recording is there. They're going to go back in clips. They're going to be able to start to tag their favorites and their rejects. It's pretty exciting. We also see one-man operators being able to pull this in, like a music video. They can be able to accept 4 different feeds, live switch all those feeds all from their own station. So that's another way that they could use this thing. And even, wedding guys or guys, one-man bands again out on the road, they're going to be able to just up their game to show clients HDR in its full glory, not trying to tell them, just trust me, the log will be okay in the end. They're going to be able to see what it's going to look like in its full glory on a big 19-inch screen. So, we're just totally excited by how this is going to be open up the world of production.
One of the things I love about Atomus is that there's always extra stuff that you get later. Like you're just adding more stuff and you don't just drop a product, then next year drop a new product, you keep adding to it.
We try to do that a good example is Shogun users got HDR when we went HD. The connectivity on this thing is pretty cool as well. It's a Visa mount on the back, so you can around here you can see we've got it on C-stands, you can put it on your standard monitor mounts, things like that. But what we can also do is mount 2 Anton Bauer or 2 V-Lock batteries, and we've applied our continuous power system to that. So when one drains, automatically switches over to the other one. You can hot swap that out and charge it. So you've got that continuous power system going in the field. It's all powered off 4-pin power. It's got XLR on the back, so you can feed in a mic, just like you can on a Shogun Inferno, but we've got the direct XLR pins on there. So, yeah, we've tried to think of everything with this one.
Yeah, it looks amazing. I'm sure that once it's a little more available, you'll give us one so we can do a full video on this because it's
sign.
Yeah, he signed it. You saw him sign it on the video. So thanks for talking to us. And
Herman, Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the